Do you have lingering overdue tasks left on your list from last fall? I think you should get to let those go. I'm David Stiernholm, and today in Done you'll learn how to avoid feeling like you're behind. But first, is your workload exceptionally heavy right now, even if the new year has just begun? More than one study indicates that this might be the perfect time to try a new method for lessening your burden. In a short post on the Struktör blog, I share what you could do. There's a link to it in the show notes. Sometimes you don't manage to do what you had planned. Perhaps you still have tasks you hoped to finish before Christmas, but it didn't work out. They're still listed in your app's list with past due dates. Is it the same for you as it is for me, that they're not so pleasant to look at? Their stressful red color tells you that you're behind, at least on those tasks. They testify that you didn't succeed in doing what you had set out to. When you skim your list to choose what to do next and see overdue tasks, you feel more discouraged and deflated than inspired and energized. And that's unnecessary. You may have guessed wrong about when you'd have time for these tasks, but that's all that happened. You prioritized spending your time on other tasks instead, likely for a good reason. You may have underestimated how many urgent, unforeseen issues would come up, or how much time your other tasks would require. Bite the bullet. You didn't manage to complete what you intended to. That's a fact. You're not going to get them done by the intended end date now. The tasks are glowing red for no good reason. So do something about those destructive dates today. Do this. Go through your to-do list and look for overdue red tasks. For each task, change the date to a new due date sometime in the future, one that's realistic for you to work towards starting today. Or remove the date completely. Maybe the task still needs to be done, but it's no longer as urgent as it once seemed. If, for some reason, you want to keep the original due date, maybe to see when you originally intended to be done, write it as a note on the task instead, in the note field that most list apps have. Once you've dealt with all the overdue dates, the tasks are no longer red. What a relief. Because if you reschedule your overdue tasks, you give yourself a new chance. You get a fresh opportunity to complete the tasks on time, though not the time you initially guessed. Sure, they're still just as late as before, but you don't have to be reminded of it over and over every time you look at your list. If you're like me in that regard, it helps you avoid despair and discouragement. Instead, you get going with eagerness and excitement. That certainly makes a difference for your productivity. How do you typically handle overdue tasks that linger, red on your list? Write to me and let me know, because of course I run into this too sometimes. Your tip is pure gold to me. You can reach me at david@stiernholm.com, just like always. Thanks for today, and see you again next week.